The extreme heat and the humidity, well, they've taken their toll on the cattle industry in Keloland. While producers did everything they could to protect their animals, experts say weather created dangerous conditions that in some cases became impossible to overcome. As Keloland's Joey Taylor shows us, the losses probably reach into the hundreds, if not thousands.
The recent stretch of high temperatures, high humidity, and little overnight relief created dangerous conditions for cattle across parts of the state. Unlike people, cattle aren't able to cool themselves efficiently in extreme heat.
We sweat to remove heat load. Cattle don't do that to nearly that kind of extent that, say, you and I do, or a horse. And so what they will do, though, is they'll increase respiration rate. They'll just breathe more to try to basically expel, get rid of heat that way. Unfortunately, that's not a terribly efficient method.
He says the hardest hit areas were across central South Dakota.
There's an index called the Cattle Comfort Index. What that data told us, and what we knew just going outside, is that over this last weekend, particularly on Sunday, that those conditions were in the extreme danger category.
He says while producers used shade structures, water, and sprinklers to try to keep cattle cool, in some cases, even those measures weren't enough.
Yeah, I'm hearing of cattle losses that were occurring underneath shade structures. So that's the really hard part about this. Is I'm confident that those cattle feeders were doing all they could. Just unfortunately, just wasn't enough.
At the end of the day, Mother Nature's in charge, and you can feel pretty helpless. But we do our best to keep cattle safe, to keep cattle healthy, to keep cattle comfortable.
For farmers and ranchers, the losses go far beyond the financial impact. Marshall County rancher and former South Dakota Cattlemen's Association president Warren Simmons says raising cattle takes years of work and care.
When cattle start tipping over, God forbid that happens when it does get this hot, but not only can that happen, it can be set back. Cattle can be set back financially as well, and so it's a huge time, a huge investment. There is a toll that it takes on you after a while if you have lost.
Officials are still working to determine the total number of cattle lost during the recent heat event.
The final counts aren't available yet. What I'm going by is what people that are out in the field that I think have a pretty good handle on that. In their estimates, one of the person whose opinion I value was thinking around 2,000 head in South Dakota.
In Sioux Falls, Joey Taylor, Keloland News.
Earlier this week, Governor Larry Roden, a rancher himself, took to social media to offer his condolences to those who have been affected by the heat-related cattle losses. He said on Facebook that if you were affected, to document everything and contact your local farm service agency. Disaster assistance programs may be available. He also directed the Department of Agriculture and Natural Resources and DSS to work together to assist ranchers in need.